This week on the Bass Pro Shops and Cabela's Texas Team Trail presented by Progressive, we're back on Sam Rayburn Reservoir for the second stop of the 2023 season. It's late March. The lake should be on fire, but a late season cold snap and high water have lake conditions running behind schedule.
Well, Sam Rayburn's fishing to us a little bit tough right now.
We've just had a pretty massive cold front.
The main lake's staying, the back creeks are starting to clear up a little bit.
Those fish are trying to move up, they want to move up, and eventually they're going to, and it could be tomorrow. Hopefully we'll run into them.
Coming off the first event, bass were staging up in pre-spawn, waiting for conditions to trigger their move up shallow. Seth Furmanek and Robert Kettner made the 1,300-mile drive from Phoenix. They sacked up a limit for 2014, finishing 5th. 2022 Team of the Year Russell Lee and Landon Ware dropped 25-13 on the scales, as did Clay Phillips and David Shaw. They tied for 2nd. Marshall Hughes and James Franklin weighed 5 for 28.06 and the win, earning a total payout of $51,795. Along with the win, Hughes and Franklin assumed the lead in the all-new Progressive Team of the Year standings.
I think a Team of the Year title is something that we look forward to way down the road, but you got to take each tournament one at a time.
With 3 events and the championship still to go, the race for the Progressive Team of the Year will showcase the most consistent anglers on the trail and reward them at the end of the season. The top team will earn a Ranger Mercury package along with paid entries for 2024 and more. And there are also generous payouts for the rest of the top 10. Touring Bass Pro Matt Reed knows all about the TXTT, and he's here with partner Ricky Frederick, looking to cash in on some of that $100,000 total purse today.
Kind of a neat event. You know, they've got a big program this year that enhances the Team of the Year. Top 10 get paid. Overall AOY wins a boat. Payouts are good for these events, so it's just kind of a neat event to fit in between my tour schedule and stuff to just get out on the water and compete.
Taking off from Umphrey Pavilion, we've got 193 teams on the water this morning, and we'll get underway with Matt Reed and his Nitro Z21.
I've been with Nitro since 2001. Love the new 21 Pro, the XL, the 21 XL. The storage, the ride, you know, a great big water boat. Mercury 250 Pro XS is an amazing engine. I got tremendous power and dependability. That's what we all need out here on the water.
Check out the Nitro Z21 or any of the White River Marine Group brands online. Visit whiterivermarinegroup.com and follow the links. We'll get back with Matt and Ricky later. Moving on, this is the Arizona team of Seth Furmanek and Robert Kettner. Coming off a 5th place finish at the first event, they're back looking for more cash and points in the Progressive Team of the Year standings. This is Kettner's and Furmanek's 2nd season on the trail, having finished 8th in the 2021 Team of the Year standings. Facing a 3,600-mile round trip, the all-new Progressive Team of the Year program and its payouts were enough incentive to commit to another season.
Yeah, so we're just targeting some of these females that haven't moved, you know, up into the buckbrush yet, still in kind of pre-spawn mode, and then also some that have actually spawned already. And targeting with a couple different things we got working. Big swim bait, and yesterday we caught them 2 really big ones on a big Magnum jerk bait, but we don't have any wind today, so it's going to be interesting to see if they're going to eat this or not.
We didn't fish in here yesterday until about 1 o'clock. So I don't know if it's this timing deal or what it is, you know. Hopefully we can get something going this morning. And
Yep, they're in there.
Casting a ribbed paddle tail swim bait, Seth and Robert are off to a good start with 2 in the boat early.
Rob, they ain't seen this, dude. They ain't seen this ever.
If you're looking for the best selection of gear, tackle, and electronics, head on over to Bass Pro Shops or Cabela's or shop them online. The 2023 season of the Bass Pro Shops and Cabela's Texas Team Trail presented by Progressive is brought to you by Bass Pro Shops and Cabela's. Your adventure starts here. By Ranger Boats and by Progressive. Coming up, we'll resume tournament coverage from stop number 2 of the top-rated bass team trail in the nation. The Bass Pro Shops and Cabela's Texas Team Trail, presented by Progressive.
If you want to be here, it all starts here. At Bass Pro Shops and Cabela's, we have the widest selection of the quality brands you love to get you outdoors. Whether you're a seasoned pro or just starting out, our friendly, knowledgeable outfitters will help you find the right products for your next trip. Shop with confidence with our low price guarantee. Plus, club members save even more on great gear with exclusive member pricing. Bass Pro Shops and Cabela's, voted America's best outdoor retailer.
When there's miles of water in front of you and hundreds of feet below, you need a boat with the chops to dominate, no matter the conditions. With the strength and technology to overcome the elements and the competition. Ranger Boats, still building legends, one at a time.
Hey, all you boaters out there! Any way you float, float protected with Progressive. They insure over 1 million watercraft just like yours. Get a quote for your boat today. Insure your passion. Hey, RVers! Any way you explore, explore protected. With Progressive, a leader in RV insurance. They make it easy to quote, and the process takes as little as 4 minutes. Get a quote now. Insure your passion.
The best days happen out here, where the only thing on the line is what you can catch. And every cast could be the one that fills your memories with the fish of your lifetime. Mercury engines are made for exploring. So are you. Go boldly.
Back on Sam Rayburn Reservoir, a 114,000-acre impoundment on the Angelina River in deep East Texas. It's late March, and we've got 193 teams on hand vying for a piece of the $103,000 purse, including that Ranger Mercury package for the champs. With a boat motor package plus deep payouts at each event, the TXTT offers strong competition and excellent rewards.
It's good value for what you can win, and it's just a good group of guys.
I think if you were to ask anybody with wherewithal on all the team circuits within the United States, this one has to be up there and one of the best, if not the best. Simply because not only is it angler-centric, they listen to the anglers and the payouts, and you can make a whole ton of money and you don't even have to come in first place.
We don't fish for a boat all the time at home, and so we decided to fish here. That's really awesome that they're doing the payouts and a boat for first place for AOY. I think that's amazing.
The Angler of the Year payout right now, guys that fish all the events trying to win Angler of the Year, there's a boat at that top prize, pays down 10 places, so that's a great feature for guys that can fish all of them. And also the regular payout is a great payout, and then there's that advantage side pot. So there's lots of ways you can win some money in this event and have a good time while you're doing it.
With contingency programs like Nitro Rewards, Triton Gold, and Ranger Cup, along with Mercury, Garmin, and Power Pole, you can increase your winnings just by running the right gear. Learn more about all of our sponsor contingency programs at TexasTeamTrail.com. All right, getting back to tournament coverage. We'll check in with Nitro and BPS Touring Pro Matt Reed and Ricky Frederick.
Not get there.
Dragging a soft plastic creature bait. Ricky gets the first bite of the morning.
Ricky, I don't think you will. Measuring board's right in the middle behind the seat back there.
My game plan is to go practice tomorrow, basically. I got a ton of history here. They've done well over the years, but I spend most of my time at Falcon now and when I'm not on tour. So I'm going to go out there. We're going to run some stuff. Trying to figure out what the main pattern is. We've got to put in 3 hours today, so we've got an idea. We're just going to go out there and get after it and see what we can make happen.
With a full tank of gas and a lot of daylight left, we'll see Matt and Ricky off and check back with them at weigh-in. Back on Seth Furmanek and Robert Kettner. With 2 in the live well early, Seth, still throwing the paddle-tailed swim bait, has a hook in what looks like their third of the morning.
Number 2. Number 3. I'm seeing them on the surface, on live scope. You can see them roaming. If I get another one, I'll show you on here, but yesterday we really didn't see them at all on live scope, but we caught them. So, see a couple over there, suspended? Yeah. Watch this, you ready? It's probably gonna be a fish. I'm letting it sink all the way to the bottom, get in the grass, and then slow rolling it. And every time I feel grass, I give it 2 hard reel turns. That's usually when they've been hitting it.
Leaving Seth and Robert will make a move and catch up with Colt Ferris and Drew Phillips. With his Ranger boat up shallow, Colt and Drew are fishing soft plastics and flooded cover. They're getting bites, but can't seem to buy a keeper.
Man, it's a beautiful day to be out fishing, that's for sure, but you know, finding some size seems to be a problem. I mean, tons of bites, just all small, and you know, this lake, I've never seen it do it, but it's done a complete 180. I mean, yesterday, everything was on moving baits. I mean, everything, and then, you know, today it's all been worms. You know, Rayburn doesn't change much, and out there really hasn't changed much. The lake level's the same, or seems the same to me. A lot more fish seem to be on the move than last time. It's just typical springtime fishing. That's all I'm doing is junk fishing. There could be possibly a deep bite, but I think most of those fish are trying to head up shallow. I got him. All right. That one will keep, pretty sure. Hey, on the board. I think. Maybe I shouldn't count the chickens too soon. "14 inches. Oh, don't lose all the weight, buddy. Look at that. That's just not cool. Not what you hope for, but on the board, good start. We'll find some more.
Midway through the morning, and Colt and Drew are on the board. The shallow bite should continue to improve throughout the day. The 2023 season of the Bass Pro Shops and Cabela's Texas Team Trail, presented by Progressive, is also brought to you by Nitro Performance Fishing Boats, Mercury Outboards, by Garmin Electronics, and by AFTCO Performance Fishing Equipment. Coming up, we'll get back on the water and wrap up tournament coverage from stop number 2 on Sam Rayburn, right here on the Bass Pro Shops and Cabela's Texas Team Trail, presented by Progressive.
I've made my living on the water for over 20 years.
For 14 years.
For over 23 years.
I've worn a bunch of different clothing brands over the years.
Some companies big, and some companies small.
All of them said they were making clothing for us. But none of them knew us.
None of them were us. Except for one.
Except for one.
Except one.
AFTCO.
AFTCO.
AFTCO. AFTCO. Fishing isn't part of us. It is us.
Nitro, a rush of tournament adrenaline. Nitro, the choice of champion, where performance meets play. Nitro, a big water beast, a pure fishing machine. Nitro, release the champion within.
The best of the best just got better. Clearer images, sharper resolution, improved target separation. That's right, better. LiveScope Plus, only from Garmin.
Born in Japan, using technology, innovation, and precision, Sunline produces the widest selection of fishing lines at the most technologically advanced line factory in the world. Manufactured at the strictest tolerances to produce victories at the highest levels of tournament bass fishing. From household names like Christie, Swindle, and Cruz, to young guns like Cook, Logan, New, and Welcher, they all trust Sunline to take them to the top of the leaderboard. Choose the line that will give you the strength to guarantee your confidence. Sunline.
Welcome back to the Bass Pro Shops and Cabela's Texas Team Trail, presented by Progressive, and the second of back-to-back events on Sam Rayburn. We'll get back to tournament coverage with Marshall Hughes and James Franklin, the winners from our first event, weighing 28.06. They picked up the Power Pole Big Bass Award, Mercury bonus money, and the Triton Gold Award for a total payout of $51,795.
So Triton has the best contingency, I would say, out there. They actually increased it. Last year it was $7 grand. This year it's $8, and they pay out highest finisher. Can't say enough good things about them.
With 4 in their Triton live well, just as cameras pulled up, James set the hook, and they boated their 5th.
Man, my day's been excellent. I wish we'd catch a few more fish, but hey, I'm out here on this beautiful lake on a beautiful day. Hopefully before the day's over with, we'll have 5 more like that, or 4 more like that one you saw earlier.
Back on Colt Ferris and Drew Phillips. With 2 in the boat for maybe 3 pounds, they've struggled to catch anything but small buck bass that are up shallow and roaming.
You know what though, no matter how bad it gets, like, this is what it's all about. Like, just grinding. Like, athletes face adversity every day. I mean, you just keep fishing and plugging, and you try to shake off the last bad thing that happened.
Pitching a small fluke should be the ticket right now, but the big females are nowhere to be found, and the only takers seem to be 12 and 13-inch males.
There was one bust over there. I got him. I don't think he's a keeper. 13 and a half? 13 and a half? Oh, come on. Drew. Ow. You gotta be kidding me. I'm such an idiot.
In the Bass Pro replay of the day, Colt measures the fish, then throws the measuring board in the water.
Oh.
If you're looking to replace gear, we'd like to recommend BassPro.com. Order it online, and they'll drop it right at your door.
I really can't believe I did that.
Okay, moving on. This is Chris Nunley and Gary Paris. They've got their Ranger right up where it should be. But, like much of the field, they're struggling to find quality fish.
So far it's been going fair. I mean, we're catching a lot of little fish. We caught a limit fairly early, but not nothing of any size. We may have maybe 8 pounds if we're lucky. So we're just fishing this buckbrush and pitching around lizards and sinkos and things like that, and just trying to catch what we can. I think we're gonna shift around and get out and get some grass here in a minute and try that. The lake looks like it's up a little bit since the last time we were here, I think. Seems like it was. So we're just gonna maybe get out and find some of the bigger females on the outside edge, possibly. And I don't know, we may even get out on some creek channel bends out in 20, 30 foot of water or something, just to try to catch some females if we're not lucky enough to find any up shallower. So
we haven't had a problem catching them. We just have had a problem catching the big ones. And I think, you know, talking to pretty much everybody that we know, they're under the same, you know, they're having the same issues. I think we probably should just been trying something else. We should just try something else and, you know, might change our luck a little bit, but it's hard to do that when you're getting bites.
With the clock ticking, our cameras will make one last stop and check in with Garrett Cutler and Michael Rollert. Casting plastics around shallow cover, they're sitting on a limit they estimate to be near 16 pounds.
We've just been kind of chugging along on the buckbrush. Started out this morning catching fish, catching a lot more fish, kind of throwing wacky worms and little jerkbaits and stuff. And now we're just kind of pulled off on this flat, finding little isolated clumps of thicker grass, and I'm dragging a little fluke, and Michael here's dragging a jerkbait. And it seems to be when we get into the fish, it's always just a little pod. So, you know, we'll catch a little flurry, 4 or 5 fish real quick, but just looking for that big bite.
Keep up with all the latest news and information on our Facebook and Instagram pages. If you're interested in past programming, look us up on OutdoorAction.com. The 2023 season of the Bass Pro Shops and Cabela's Texas Team Trail presented by Progressive is also brought to you by Triton Boats and the Triton Gold Program, Power Pole, by TH Marine, Sunline, and Gamakatsu. Coming up, we're headed to weigh-in. There's more than $100,000, including a Ranger Mercury package and generous sponsor incentives up for grabs.
Plenty of sunshine.
Come on, man, let's roll! What the?
To catch the fish, you need to be one with the fish.
With Power Pole shallow water anchors, you'll get the ultimate in precision, power, and control, so you can catch more fish. No face paint or phony fins necessary.
Fishy, fishy.
20,000 years ago, the invention of the fish hook marked the beginning of sport fishing. The first fish hooks were made of wood and bone, but today, advancements in technology have resulted in the highest quality fish hooks, designed for targeting many different fish with a variety of techniques. Gamakatsu started producing world-leading fish hooks in Japan in 1955. Introduced to U.S. anglers in 1992, Gamakatsu USA has a hook to catch you more fish no matter the fishing situation. Gamakatsu, simply the best.
Back at Umphrey Pavilion on Sam Rayburn Reservoir, we're down to the final moments from stop number 2 in the 2023 season. We've got $103,000 in cash and prizes up for grabs this week.
It was a pretty good day. We caught quite a few fish, just no big fish.
Got 5 fish today, so got bites all day, but we just didn't get the big one. So maybe next tournament.
It went pretty good. We got two decent ones and 3 ones that fill the rest alive. Well, we probably got 15, 16 pounds.
We needed a couple more, but we're happy with what we got. So it was a beautiful day on Sam Rayburn.
Even on the toughest days, Big Sam always seems to deliver, even if just for a few. Heading to the stage, Marshall Hughes and James Franklin launched this morning as your Progressive Team of the Year points leaders. Weighing 5 for 14.01, they'll finish 28th. Nitro and BPS Touring Pro Matt Reed and Ricky Fredericks struggled to put things together.
Well, these two are going to go 5-5. How was it out there today?
You know, I got to practice very little yesterday, and we didn't figure anything out. So today was a practice day, and obviously we still didn't figure anything out. About 10:15, we were way up the lake. I looked at Ricky, and I said, well, we fill this thing up with gas. We might as well see if we can burn it all out. So we run around, and we changed what we did 3 or 4 times, and obviously we never figured out what we should have been doing.
Checking in at the top of the leaderboard, Brian Brown and Robert Anderson sacked up $19.10 for 5th place and $3,100.
Look at this.
Henry Creel and Jason Griffin stepped up next, weighing a limit for $19.12. They'll finish 4th and take home $2,500. Shane Campbell and Wyatt Franklins won the 2022 championship on Choke Canyon. They're back in the hunt again with 5 for $20.05. Finishing 3rd, they'll cash a check for $4,500.
It was honestly a really, really tough day. I felt it at like 1 or 2 o'clock. I looked at my partner Shane. I was like, dude, it's tough. You know, I knew. I said, I think we're 1 bite away, and we didn't get it. We didn't get that 1 more bite.
Derek Mundy and Jason Bonds put 5 on the scales for $21.05. Finishing 2nd, they picked up the $500 Garmin Tournament reward and the Power Pole Big Bass Award for a total payout of $6,800.
Hey, it's nice to be running something that pays a fisherman back. So glad to be running them. I think this is my first year running the Garmin trolling motor and the Garmin graphs. So I'm pretty impressed with all of it, especially being able to win $500 for running them.
And coming out on top for their 2nd win on the trail, this is Corey Rambo and Rusty Clark.
We're looking for 21-6 to take the lead. We got there. New leaders, 21 pounds, 10 ounces. Congratulations. You made it exciting. Do you have a big bass you want to weigh? No big ones, just a bunch of 4+ pounders.
Well, it kind of ended up as actually a pretty good day. Just looking at the weight, you'd think it was an exceptional day. But we started off this morning, like Corey just said earlier, we couldn't catch them where we wanted to, and Corey kind of figured out a little way to catch them, and it turned out made a bad day a good day.
Man, this morning we started off on a spot, and we've been catching them on Carolina rig. We threw it out there for 15, 20 minutes and couldn't get a bite. So I dug a 6 cents old school 300 DD out, and then, you know, we pick up one here, one there. We didn't ever find a water fish. We just keep our head down, keep chunking, and pick up one on one spot and go to another one, pick up another one. It was really a tough day of fishing for us.
Total winnings today, $55,850. Not bad for a day on the lake. Let's hear it for these guys. Congratulations.
Here's a look at your Bass Pro and Cabela's leaderboard. Rambo and Clark finish on top, earning another massive payday on Sam Rayburn. Checking in on the Progressive Team of the Year standings. With back-to-back top 10 finishes, the Arizona team of Seth Furmanek and Robert Kettner takes over the lead with 2 events left in the regular season.
The goal is the AOY Angler of the Year. I mean, that's the toughest thing in Texas Team Trail to get. And us being from Arizona, never been on these lakes before, really. Very few days on the water here. It'd be a freaking, unbelievable, unbelievable.
Next time on the Bass Pro Shops and Cabela's Texas Team Trail presented by Progressive, we make our 3rd stop of the season on Lake Ray Roberts.
It'll fish really post-spawn. Some big lures there tend to be wake baits, and those fish like to go deep.
There's a lot of timber in it. There's a lot of road beds and brush piles. It gets really shallow, some really nice creeks.
Ray Roberts has a lot of big fish, much like Sam Rayburn. That's why I love the Texas Team Trail. They literally choose the best fisheries to maximize showing Texas bass.
For schedules, registration, and more, look us up at texasteamtrail.com. And for the best selection of gear, tackle, and electronics, shop at Bass Pro or Cabela's.com. That'll do it for this week. We'll catch you next time, right here on the Bass Pro Shops and Cabela's Texas Team Trail presented by Progressive.